Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Complete.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Third and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Ravens nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Jackson sacked.
Joe Schobert gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
3rd and less than a yard.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He was brought
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up
we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misses.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because To be ahead of the defense that much.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Nothing.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And to give this time to the tailback. 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, this one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Penny. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. To throw is Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
So, incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
so back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson now, operating from the gun.
Quick slant to Brown.
Jackson's pass.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Third and goal, Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Ravens 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now Brown. Oh, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got Burton here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this throw caught left side, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ravens.
Steps away to his left.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And
to throw again is Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson will throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Jaguars.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Ravens 14.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
15-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Jaguars.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
At the 4-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trey Burton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Josh Lambo.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Open man is Duvernay. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 6-yard line.
Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.